Well, hello everybody. Can you all hear me? Wave your arms in the air if you can hear me. That's fantastic. It's great to have you all with us this afternoon as we look at our messy church for November. I know it's almost December and you've got something really good to look forward to with the next messy church pack, which will be going out in the next few days. So look out for that on your doorsteps. And not only that, but we've also got the Christingle coming up, and there'll be packs with the Christingle making materials in as well coming. That's in your messy church bag. But what you must do is put your orange in the fridge when you get it, or else it will go off because Christingle's not until the 13th of December. So please do not forget to do that, or else you will have a very moldy orange by the time it comes to making your Christingle. And when we were putting the packs together today, we found a few already that had gone moldy, but the rest all look in fine condition. So we're looking forward to that. Now, there's a lot of technical stuff going on today, and I'm in charge of some of it, so forgive me if it all goes wrong. But Simon will keep his hand on things, so hopefully all will go well. But today we're looking at peace, poppies, and people. And in a moment, we'll ask you to show us what you've made from your bags for this month. But first, I want to talk a little about remembering. Now, if you're anything like me, you have a terrible memory. Yes, hands up if you have a terrible memory. It looks like it's all the adults have terrible memories, which isn't particularly good, is it? But remembering is important. We remember lots of things, don't we? And I'm going to have a memory test for you later. But during November, on the 11th of the 11th, we do something special when we remember those who have given their lives in wars and in conflict around the world. And we remember the cost of that war or the wars and when people have given up their lives. And we do that so that we will never forget and therefore be determined never to do the same again. We remember people from long ago who died to give us freedom and peace. We can also think of an even bigger remembrance, though. That's God's remembrance of us. A God who remembers our name, remembers our troubles, remembers the hard work that we have done for him, even remembers how many hairs are on our heads, or not, Chris. But he's a God who chooses not to remember our sins because of the cross, so that he can remember us, put us back together when we get things wrong. We're going to sing our first song, Peace Like a River.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river
Fantastic. Now Emma's going to ask you what you've been making.
I was struggling to remember the actions there. Can I be unmuted, Simon? Thank you. I was struggling to remember the actions in that song, so let's see how we remember what we put in the bag in November, which seems quite a long time ago. But I think one of the things that there was lots of things about poppies, because of course poppies are the flower we think of when we think of remembrance. So did anybody make something that had a poppy on it? Maybe they made a wreath like this, or a poppy made out of tissue paper. I can see one there that Charlotte's got. I can see some lovely poppy things coming to the cameras. They look really, really good. Well done. Isn't that lovely? Oh, and I can see some of the other coloured poppies. Can anybody remember why we had some poppies that weren't just red? Can anybody remember what the purple poppy was for?
Purple for animals.
I can hear somebody said purple was for the animals, and the white poppy, what's the white poppy for?
Peace. For the dolphins.
That's perfect. So we had purple for the animals and white for the peace. And you also made some birds of peace. Do you remember what the bird of peace is called?
Dove.
And maybe you made a pom-pom dove. Yours definitely looked a lot better than mine. Mine's had a very hard month hanging from the bookcase. But some really cute doves there. Well done. And then there was some doves that you could write a little message of peace on as well. So fantastic. Loads of doves there. Brilliant. And the other thing we talked about was animals. And you had in your bag some animal activities, didn't you? My rocking horse, remember animals. All there Darcy and Tilly have made, that's brilliant. And in the Chloe, brilliant, lovely horse there. I can also see a little yellow canary. That was remembering the birds that were involved in our wars as well. Fun, loads of stuff in there. And the last activity was all about candles. It was about how we can look at candles and they can help us remember. So I know that Annabelle made a candle. And I can see one there. Chloe's holding a candle that she's made up. And there's some of
Just finished making it.
Well done. You're still making it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Really warm it up in your hands to get that wax to be
You want that?
soft like Play-Doh. So lots of candle things there as well. That's really good. Well done, everybody. Thank you for bringing all the things that you've made this afternoon. And thank you for making them too. So,
One that says Harrington's, the second final one, that's Chloe's in there. That's
Who's talking about you? No, they've just unmuted us.
Right, we're going to. Right. Okay. Brilliant, fantastic. Oh, no. Fantastic. That's great. So, peace and all the things that help us remember. Isn't that brilliant? We're going to head over to the Bible reading now, which is from John's Gospel. The Good News of Jesus as written by the Apostle John.
The reading today comes from John 15, verses 9 to 17. As the Father has loved me, so I loved you. Now remain in my love. If you keep my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commands and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you, and so that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends, if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because the servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I have learnt from my Father, I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and appointed you so that you might go forth and bear fruit, fruit that will last. And so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give to you. This is my command: love each other. And so ends the reading for today.
Right. Well, it's a little game now. I don't know. And I'm going to have to mute myself on another. Oh, no. No. Right. Just me struggling with the technical side of things here. So, oh,
That's working, Geoff. We can hear you. Just keep talking.
right. Okay. So, what can you see in that picture? It's a candle, isn't it? And Emma was talking about how candles help us to remember things. But there's lots of things that help us to remember. Let's have a look at some of the other things that I've got in my bag. We have a cross. What does a cross help us remember? I think it helps us remember Jesus and dying on the cross. Do you need me to unmute? No. So we have a cross. We also have, and this is a big theme for today, we have the poppy. A poppy which helps us remember those who have given their lives in conflict and war. We might have a flag, which reminds us of what country we're part of, and reminds other people that we're from the United Kingdom. Now, can anyone guess what that is? It's the wrong way round. It's an ear. Now, how does an ear help us remember? It's not a very nice ear, I can tell you. But how does an ear help us remember? Because when we hear things, when we listen to things, it helps us to remember them. And this is something that that you probably will know about, because Mary and Joseph are doing a virtual Posada this year. They're traveling around virtually around our village. So Mary and Joseph help us to remember that Jesus traveled, well, Mary and Joseph traveled with baby Jesus when baby Jesus was still inside Mary. And so they're reminders of that. And it brings us to Christmas Eve, when we remember that Jesus was born in a stable in Bethlehem. And finally, the other thing I would like us, that helps me remember, is this. Well, there we go. Now, I'm sure you know who that is. But what does that help me remember? It may help you remember something else, but it reminds me of a friend, or the friend who gave it to me over 30 years ago. A tigger to remind me of my friend Petra. not the same Petra who works in the office now. So, so lots of things help us remember. Now, the test is going to be, I'm going to cover these up. And we're going to have to unmute ourselves because you're going to tell me what all those objects are. You've had a good look. So please unmute yourself and tell me some of the items.
A body, ear.
Ear, an ear, yes, he's got the ear.
Marion told a poppy, cross, and a candle. Flag. Body, ear, candle, flag.
Candle, yes.
Flag.
Perhaps it'd be better if I went along and asked individuals, then I can actually hear what people are saying rather than everybody saying it together. So if we start with Annabelle and Tony, can you remember anything?
A flag. And a head and a candle. And a flag.
And I didn't catch that, Toby.
And just say an ear, candle, and a flag.
Ear, candle and a flag, well done. And Chloe, I can see you there.
Mary and Joseph and
Mary and Joseph, that's good. And who else have we got? The Thompson children?
An ear, a candle, a flag, Mary and Joseph, a cross.
Oh, lots of things. Don't say them all because nobody else will be able to remember anything. Right? Have we had Annabelle and Toby? I don't know. You're all going out of order here. Moving around. I can't keep up. Is there Darcy and Tilly? Can you remember anything that was under there?
A puppy.
Poppy, that's a good one.
Tiger. Cross.
Right, that's good. Ellen and Sammy?
Ear. Tiger.
Tigger. Good, that's brilliant. And in Andy Elliott's household?
There was a cross.
A cross. Well done, that's good. The cross. What does the cross remind us of?
What does the cross remind you of, Ray?
You remember?
You're shy.
You're shy.
That's all right. It reminds us of Jesus, doesn't it, the cross?
Doesn't Ray?
Is there anybody who I haven't asked who might want to say something? Everybody's moved around. I can't see you all now. So, yeah, well, what I'm going to do is reveal what's been hidden. So let me get back into place. I think that was brilliant because I think you've remembered everything that's on the memory table. How good is that? Fantastic. So that's about how we remember things. And it's often hard to remember things when we can't see them. And that's why we have something to remind us of something else. So that's brilliant. Now, I'm going to move on to another screen so that you can see me. Yeah. Well, when we Right, I've lost myself.
Geoff, turn your camera on your tablet, then talk.
Right, yes, that's a good thing. Thanks, I needed that guidance. Brilliant, I'm back. I didn't go anywhere, by the way. I was just elsewhere, just to the side. And now I'm all tangled up with my microphone cable. Got my foot caught. Right, I'll be with you in a moment. Oh, I give up. Right. Now it's very good to have that that reading, because remembering people is showing that we love them. And what does it mean to love someone? Anyone got any ideas?
Oh. Care about them?
Care about them, yes. Anything else? Well, that's a pretty good answer, that one. Caring about somebody. And when we love somebody, we really do care about them. But what does the Bible have to say about love? Well, in 1 Corinthians 13, which some of the mummies and daddies may well know well, it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. I think that's a brilliant list of how we love and what love means. But it doesn't tell us everything about love, does it? Who are we supposed to love? How much? So I think we need to look again. And this time I want to take us to John chapter 15, which was read to us earlier. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. And I think we learned two things here. Can anyone tell me what they were? Well, I'll tell you then. God commands us to love each other. And by each other, he means everyone. Not just one or two people that we think are all right. Not just one or two people that look all right or that do nice things for us. To love everyone. And then the second thing is that God commands us to love exactly like he loves. And that's pretty big. I mean, is that even possible? Well, I think actually the answer is no, it's not possible. Because we all do things wrong. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. But God is pure and never makes mistakes. But of course, that doesn't mean we shouldn't try to live up to God's standards. Because that's what God asks us to do. To try and live a life which pleases him. When we do remembrance, we think about those who fought in war and conflict for the sake of their country. We're reminded that people risked their lives and gave them up for our sake and the sakes of others. And that's why in John 15, verse 13, it says, greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Jesus gave up his life for us so that we could live life to the full. And we remember and as we remember that we remember those who gave up their lives in war and conflict for us, it helps us to think about the love that God has for each and every one of us. And we can trust in Jesus and follow him to help us to live at peace with others. We're going to sing a song now. May you find peace.
Joy this day. May you find love, may you find rest here in this place together. This day, may you find love, may you find rest here in this place together.
And so now we go into our time of prayer.
So this afternoon, we're going to pray the International Prayer of Peace. And there are some actions for this prayer that you can join in with. So we'll just go through the actions and then we'll pray the prayer together. It says, lead me from death into life, from falsehood to truth, from despair to hope, from fear to trust, from hate to love, from war to peace. You make your hands like a little dove, and we say, let peace fill our heart, our world, circle them like a little world, and our universe. So let's say together, lead me from death to life.
Life.
There.
Falsehood
To truth.
Great.
From despair
despair.
to hope.
Hope.
From fear
Fear.
to trust.
Trust.
From hate
Hate.
to love.
Love.
And from war
War.
to peace.
Peace.
Let peace fill our heart,
Our heart.
our world,
World.
and our
Our
universe.
universe.
Abba, I can't see. Abba. I want to do some of my colouring.
I think it's over to me again, just to introduce our final song, which is I've got that joy, joy, joy down in my heart. I've got that joy, joy, joy down in my heart.
I've got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I've got that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I have the love of Jesus down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I have the love of Jesus down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I've got the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. I've got the wonderful love of my blessed Redeemer way down in the depths of my heart.
Where?
Down in the depths of my heart.
Where?
Down in the depths of my heart. I've got the wonderful love of my blessed Redeemer way down in the depths of my heart.
Where?
Down in the depths of my heart to stay. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart. And I'm so happy, so very happy. I've got the love of Jesus in my heart.
Fantastic. I hope you've all got the love of Jesus down in your hearts, and are looking forward to having a wonderful Advent and Christmas. Who's looking forward to Christmas? Wave your arms around if you are. Fantastic. Well, we've got lots coming up in December, as I already mentioned. We've got Christingle on the 13th. Which you can come along to, join in. The login details will be the same. That's a really good event to get involved in. You'll be getting your bags in the next week or so, well, next few days or so. And if you don't, give us a ring or email us or text us, and we'll see what's happening, because it may be that we've run out of stuff, but we'll find something for you. I hope we haven't, because we've got hundreds of the things. So hopefully there'll be one for everybody. Now, we're also going to be recording a nativity. And we're putting a nativity together, and obviously it has to be socially distanced. So what we're going to be asking is that people contribute a clip or a line from the nativity. And I hope I'm getting this right, Emma and Simon, because I know that you know what you're doing and I don't.
Cheers.
You want to say?
yeah, just really hope that lots of people will get involved in the nativity. It's so socially distant, you don't even need to leave your home. And essentially, we're just asking people to dress up as one of the characters from the nativity and film about 4 actions, and you just walking from one side of the camera to the other. So if you want to be part of that nativity, Simon's put a link in the chat to a sign-up form. That's where you give your permission and we get your details, so we know what you're going to dress up as, and we can send you an email to tell you what those actions are. And then behind the scenes, we'll put it all together so that from the 20th of December, you can watch that nativity video and spot yourselves in there, even though we can't come together to perform a nativity like we might normally do.
Brilliant. It's a good job Emma knows what's happening. So we'll also put the link in the WhatsApp group for Messi, and it'll also be on the Facebook pages of our various churches, and of course the ABC Posada group, which is a new Facebook page where you can post your pictures of Mary and Joseph traveling around the village. But because they can't actually travel from one house to another because of the restrictions we're under, what we're encouraging you to do is to dress up as Mary and Joseph, or perhaps you have a model made Mary and Joseph. Perhaps you could dress up one of your dolls or your teddy bears as Mary and Joseph and post that photo on the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is ABC Church, ABC Church's Virtual Posada. I think that's what I've named it. I do apologize, but if you look on our normal church Facebook pages, you'll be able to find the link in the feed. So anyway, we'd love to see your photos, see what you're doing. I'm just thinking it might be good to have a Mary and Joseph drinking the ale at Ainsley Ales Brewery in Acastre Mulbis. Do you think you can manage that, Chloe? Yes, Chloe's saying yes. I don't know if her dad's as keen, but oh yes, he is. Lots of thumbs up there from Andy. So whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, why not try and get some photograph of linking Mary and Joseph and the journey to Bethlehem in whatever situation you find yourself in. So brilliant stuff. Let's end with a blessing, and just ask God to bless you, fill you with his peace. So Heavenly Father, we thank you that you love us so much that you want us to have your peace and to be surrounded by your love. May we welcome your love and your peace, and may it be at the heart of our Christmas celebrations. And the blessing of God Almighty, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit be upon you, remain with you, and all those whom you love, now and forevermore. Amen. Brilliant. Good to see you all. Hope you enjoyed the...
Amen.
Amen. Great to see you all. Hope you enjoyed the Remembrance packs for Messi Church and all the activities you've done. And look out for the Christmas packs and also the Christingle packs for the Christingle on the 13th. And don't forget to fill out a form so you can join in with the nativity. So keep safe, look after yourselves, and we'll see you soon. God bless. Bye-bye.